Hello everyone, and welcome to History of the Ancient World. Today we're journeying back in time to the Indian subcontinent, a land of incredible diversity, profound spirituality, and groundbreaking innovations. Get ready to explore the captivating story of ancient India. Our story begins in the fertile plains of the Indus River Valley, around 3300 BCE. Here, one of the world's earliest urban civilizations flourished, the Indus Valley Civilization, also known as the Harappan Civilization. Imagine sprawling, well-planned cities like Mohenjo-daro and Harappa, complete with sophisticated drainage systems, multi-story brick houses and public baths. These people were master traders, with their distinctive seals and pottery found as far away as Mesopotamia. They developed a system of writing that to this day we have not fully deciphered, shrouding their beliefs and daily lives in a tantalizing mystery. What led to the decline of this magnificent civilization around 1900 BCE? Was it climate change, invasion, or something else entirely? The debate among historians continues. Following the decline of the Harappans, a new chapter began with the arrival of Indo-Aryan peoples, ushering in the Vedic period, from about 1500 to 500 BCE. This era is named after the Vedas, a collection of sacred hymns and texts that form the bedrock of Hinduism. Society was organized into a tribal structure, led by chieftains or rajas. This period laid the foundations for key social and religious concepts, including the caste system, or Varna, which divided society into distinct hierarchical groups: the Brahmins or priests, the Kshatriyas or warriors, the Vaishyas or merchants, and the Shudras or laborers. It was a time of epic stories, with grand tales like the Mahabharata and the Ramayana taking shape, narratives that continue to inspire and guide millions today. As we move into the 6th century BCE, India experienced a period of intense intellectual and spiritual awakening. The old Vedic rituals were questioned, giving rise to new philosophical movements. Two of the most influential figures of this era were Mahavira, who formalized the teachings of Jainism, emphasizing non-violence and asceticism, and Siddhartha Gautama, the Buddha. His teachings on the Four Noble Truths and the Eightfold Path offered a way to end suffering and achieve enlightenment, giving birth to Buddhism, a faith that would spread across Asia and the world. This was also a time of political consolidation, with powerful kingdoms, known as Mahajanapadas, vying for control of the Gangetic Plains. Out of this political turmoil, one kingdom rose to preeminence, Magadha. And from Magadha emerged one of India's greatest empires, the Mauryan Empire, founded by Chandragupta Maurya in 322 BCE. Inspired by the example of Alexander the Great, who had briefly campaigned in India, Chandragupta, guided by his brilliant and ruthless advisor Chanakya, built a vast, centralized state that stretched across nearly the entire subcontinent. The empire was known for its efficient bureaucracy, powerful army, and extensive spy network, all detailed in Chanakya's famous treatise, the Arthashastra. Chandragupta's grandson, Ashoka the Great, is perhaps the most famous Mauryan emperor. Initially a fierce conqueror, Ashoka's perspective was forever changed by the brutal Kalinga War. Horrified by the immense bloodshed, he renounced violence and converted to Buddhism. He dedicated the rest of his reign to Dhamma, a policy of public welfare and moral virtue. He erected pillars and edicts across his empire, inscribed with his messages of peace, tolerance, and compassion, leaving an enduring legacy as one of history's most enlightened rulers. After Ashoka's death, the Mauryan Empire began to decline, eventually fragmenting into smaller kingdoms. Following the Mauryan collapse, India entered a period of regional powers and foreign invasions. The Shunga and Kanva dynasties ruled in the east, while Greeks, Scythians, and Kushans established kingdoms in the northwest. The Kushan Empire, in particular, became a crucial hub on the Silk Road, facilitating a vibrant exchange of goods, ideas, and cultures between the Roman Empire, Persia, and China. This era saw the flourishing of Gandharan art, a unique fusion of Greco-Roman and Indian styles that produced some of the earliest and most beautiful depictions of the Buddha. The next great golden age arrived with the rise of the Gupta Empire, from the 4th to the 6th centuries CE. Often compared to the Roman Empire at its peak, the Gupta period was a time of peace, prosperity, and extraordinary cultural and scientific achievement. It was during this time that the concept of zero was developed, and the decimal system we use today was refined. The brilliant astronomer Aryabhata correctly proposed that the Earth rotates on its axis and revolves around the sun. Kalidasa, the Shakespeare of India, penned timeless plays and poems. Magnificent temples were built, and classical forms of Indian music, dance, and art were codified. The Gupta era truly represents a high point in Indian civilization, a beacon of learning and creativity. However, like all great empires, the Gupta Empire eventually weakened, facing internal conflicts and external pressures from the Huna invaders. By the mid-6th century, the empire had disintegrated, plunging northern India back into a mosaic of competing regional states. Yet the legacy of ancient India was firmly established. Its contributions in mathematics, science, medicine, philosophy, and art had already begun to shape the world. The spiritual traditions of Hinduism, Buddhism, and Jainism had laid deep roots that would continue to grow and influence global thought for millennia. From the enigmatic cities of the Indus Valley to the golden age of the Guptas, the story of ancient India is a testament to the enduring power of human ingenuity, spiritual seeking, and cultural resilience. Thanks for joining us on this incredible journey through ancient India. If you enjoyed this exploration, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to History of the Ancient World. Hit that notification bell so you won't miss our next adventure into the past. See you next time.